I'm Cryptokip, and today, yes, you see him here live in person at the Crypto Report. We have him here. It is Gold Pony Crypto. Gold Pony Crypto. How you doing, brother? Good to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you having me on the channel. I watch you guys all the time. You're one of my favorite channels.
I appreciate it. Right back at you. I was just talking. We just met for the first time, folks, and we were just talking a little bit before we started this thing, and I was telling him straight up, and this is the truth. When I was getting into the CRONOS ecosystem over a year ago, you've been doing these videos for a long time, which is fantastic. And I was learning about some of these dApps. Gold Pony was one of the guys that I went to. And if you like our content, then you cannot miss out on Gold Pony's content either, guys. He has got some great stuff, and he's got some great material for you guys. And he's really been helpful in my journey. And now I'm familiar with the stuff because of him. And we'll keep diving into it together, and we're going to be doing more collabs. But Gold Pony, I got to ask you, how long ago did you start your channel? And was it always Crypto.com? Why Crypto.com for you?
It was always Crypto.com. Crypto.com, CRO, and CRONOS. It started with it originally when I got into Bitcoin. It's kind of a fun story. So I do social media. I run the social media for a chain of auto dealerships. I built up an Instagram account for the Ford Mustang, which is the car I had at the time, and I ended up selling it through an escrow company based in the Netherlands who paid me $850 in Bitcoin, and then I immediately cashed it out, not knowing what the heck it was. Yeah, I know, right? And then, I'm sorry. And then I had to do all my research. I figured out that was a mistake, and I got my degree in economics, and it kind of made me this...
What year? What year was that?
Well, when I got my degree or when I got the Bitcoin?
The Bitcoin.
It was like mid 2020. So it was kind of it was probably where it's at right now, honestly. But so yeah, that was a mistake, I guess. But I bought my wife something with it, so it kind of wasn't. But yeah, I realized I made a mistake, got right back into it, and like I said, it's right up my alley because I've kind of always been this crazy libertarian, which is kind of who founded Bitcoin and all that stuff. So
sure.
yeah, it was
very
all
cool.
about it.
So was it Crypto.com out of the gate? So you saw the Bitcoin, you started doing your research, and then Crypto.com was your on-ramp? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I was looking for a crypto card, basically. And it really was the Crypto.com card that got me into Crypto.com. And then it expanded from there. I started with the Ruby Steel, upgraded to the Jade Green. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the card. You know, I got the card too. I've been in crypto since like 2016. So I've been on the journey, and I bought Bitcoin at $420 back in the day, which is ridiculous. And look, guys, I made my share of mistakes, and I'm not a multi-millionaire. Okay. So like, just get that one out of your head. But we've done, you know, we've had a lot of success. Me and my partner on the channel, Black Sea, because again, we've been in the space since 2016, and we've had 2 bull runs now. So there was plenty of opportunity. Even if you made some mistakes, there's always another bull run coming around. But for me, you know, I got into Crypto.com in 2018, and one of the things for me as well was this card, actually. So Black Sea ended up getting into the exchange a little bit. 2018, 2019, we were looking at the price of it. It was like 5 cents at the time. It was like 4 cents, maybe even like a cent. Very, very low price for CROcoin. He got the card. I was into it. It seemed very, very cool. And man, the benefits on the card were spectacular. For all you guys in the CRO fam that are out there, maybe you're new to the CRO fam, maybe you're like us, maybe you were getting into that in 2018, 2019, 2020 when the benefits were good. And the benefits were so good. You know, like you could earn, what was it, like 16% APY with one of the card benefits on USDC coin, 16% annual percentage yield on your USDC coin. In your experience, first of all, did you take advantage of that? Did you take advantage of some of those earn features? What was it about the card that attracted you? And secondly, are you still using it, and are you troubled by the fact that they cut any of those rates?
Yeah, I'm definitely still using it. I'm still taking advantage of the earn program that they have, and troubled by it. I'm not, just because I remember not too long ago, Chris Marszalek was in an AMA, and he said it's very possible that they may increase those rates once again once the bull market comes back. So that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm hanging in.
True. And the other thing is, I'll say this, is I'm not worried about the rates too, because I think first of all, they needed to cut the rates, right? if you're cutting employees, you better cut your rates too, right? And so there was a lot of crypto layoffs. We all saw this in the industry. But let's look at the Celsius story, right? You see Celsius. Well, what was one of the big problems there? They had too high of annual return, right? They had too high APY that they were promising customers. They cut those rates, and now they're defaulted for it because maybe they weren't one-to-one. It's coming out, and Alex Mashinsky did a lot of sketchy things it's turning out. But Crypto.com saw the bear market coming. They understood crypto. They cut their rates. People were upset. I was a little upset at first, but I thought to myself, okay, let's pump the brakes on this fear and this panic that I was feeling for this rate cut, and let's look at the long term. They need to survive a bear market. I knew about bear market, and so I was trying to tell the channel, my pro fam, people that watch these videos with us, I think it's a good thing, and that's kind of the vision that I was seeing. But do you think that they might get the rates? Chris Marziak, great point. AMA, he came up with. Do you think he'll raise the rates in a significant? Do you think we'll see those high rates again, or you think it will be less?
I think it's definitely going to be less than it previously was, but I think it is going to come back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because I think new players are going to enter the game, new competition, they're going to want to stay competitive, and during the bull market, they're going to have the money to do so. So yep. I think the rates will come up a little bit, but it's not going to be anywhere near what it was at the beginning. So, because early adopters always get the best.
It's true. It's true. You know, and these are good times. You want to be in, and I'll make this argument. I still think that it's early in crypto. Call me crazy, but I think it's early in crypto. And I've been in this thing since 2016, but I still think that it's early because you try to explain to your grandma what a Bitcoin is, and she still doesn't get it. You know, your parents maybe are starting to get it, but they probably aren't dabbling yet because it's too risky for them. And you look at the news, and the news is all fear. And we don't even have regulation yet. So I agree. I think it's still early. But let me ask you this. Talking about those APYs, do you think they'll bring them up, but you don't think they'll bring them up to the previous levels that they had? Well, let's talk CRONOS DeFi for a second. So I know that you use the CRONOS DeFi wallet. You were the one that was telling me, like I said, I watched your videos about BVS. They were awesome, guys. And by the way, we're going to put Gold Pony's Twitter link and YouTube link in our bio so you guys can find his channel easily for this. We appreciate you coming on with us. But looking at the Crypto.com DeFi app, you know just as well as I do that you can take your CRONOS tokens and you can stake them now. You can lock them up with a 28-day unbonding period on the crypto.org chain in the Crypto.com DeFi app. And you can earn about 10 to 11% right now APY on your CRONOS tokens. Do you think they'll be able to get their CRONOS APY on the main app up that high? And if they don't, is there a battle, do you think? I've been thinking about this one is really, I don't have the answer to this one. I've been thinking about this personally. Are they going to compete with the DeFi protocol, or are they going to try to keep that rate lower than the DeFi so they incentivize people to continue towards the DeFi ecosystem?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much going to stay how it is. I think the DeFi is always going to stay a little higher because they need people to validate, whatever. But there's a little higher barrier of entry for the DeFi wallet. So I think those people that take the time to educate themselves are going to be rewarded on that end. So I do think the centralized app is going to be less. But either way, even at 6% or whatever it is on the centralized app, that's still decent. That's still not that bad.
It is still decent. But what I like about it is, and I agree with you, I think that's what they're going to do. What I like about it is they should have that DeFi ecosystem because, yes, we want to incentivize validators to come about, and we want to incentivize more people that start creating these pools, and the more people that join these pools, the more decentralized it becomes, and the better the ecosystem will be for it in the long run. But I'll also say this. We see the battle right now with centralized exchanges and government. I mean, we're waiting for regulation. When regulation comes out, I don't think they're going to ban exchanges, right? Banning exchanges would be silly for them to do, but there's going to be more regulatory pressure. And I think they're trying to push people towards this DeFi ecosystem to grow this whole network, right? I think the goal, and part of the reason they're cutting the rates, and they might not bring those rates back up, is because they see the future's DeFi. And metaverse and NFTs. Now, let's take a little transition. I see you're repping the Loaded Lion hoodie. Tell us about that. When did you get your first lion, Gold Pony? When did you get your lion? When did you get the hoodie?
I got it before they sent out the hoodies, but I don't remember exactly when. It was like $2,200 when I got it, so it wasn't at the top at all. It might have been like a few months ago, but Yeah, it was about then, but yeah, the hoodie thing is pretty cool. Can you imagine they actually sent out hoodies to every single loaded lion holder? Like, what other NFT project? I'm sure some of them have, but
Yeah.
there's not many that have done that. That's
No.
pretty freaking cool.
I think it's really cool. And what they're doing is bringing so many people are posting their loaded lion selfie, their loaded lion hoodie selfies on Twitter. I want one. I didn't buy a lion with a hoodie. I might buy a lion with a hoodie one day, Gold Pony. I might have to join you. But I think it is really cool. I think it is pretty neat. And yeah, I mean, that's the price. We got right now, the prices of these lions are, in my mind, pretty cheap. $1,600 are. Let me ask you this. With knowing that the future of crypto should be DeFi, should be decentralization, metaverse, maybe even NFTs, right, with some real world utility, do you feel like you might buy another lion, considering there's more benefits for the crypto.com land? Are you comfortable with one, or are you waiting for some news to come out to make those decisions?
It might have to be the news thing. I am comfortable with one. I do remember them. I do remember reading in the Discord, I think, though, that the additional number of loaded lines and cyber cubs that you own will play some kind of a benefit for added utility in the actual land that you own. So I guess there's a benefit there. But yeah, I'm happy with one. Maybe I might pick up another cyber cub or something like that. I like the Miami background personally. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
You have a cub?
I do. Yeah, I got the cool Miami background with the palm trees and all that.
Beautiful. I love that one. That's a really good one, man. I got the CRONOS logo. I figured maybe there's a lot of it. This was my strategy when I bought my lion and my cub. I was like, okay, anything CRONOS or crypto.com, maybe people will get more excited about that. If one day I do want to sell it and maybe buy another one or this or that, maybe I could, get a better rate down the road for it or something. So, but I'm with you. I'm hearing the news, right? There's going to be more in-game incentives for these loaded lion. The more lions you have, maybe maybe de-incentivizing people from holding a lot of land, which I really like, by the way. So personally, I got really lucky. With the land sale, Gold Pony, man. I'm really grateful. I got 26 plots of land. A lot of people had trouble with the mint. I had some issues, but in the end, you had issues with the mint?
Heck yeah, man.
Can you tell the story, just your experience? Because I'll tell you, I had some issues, and what I was trying to do is frantically buy it. When I was trying to frantically buy it, it wasn't working. But then when I was like, okay, I'm just going to try to buy it and let it load, it took 5 minutes, but then the purchase went through. And so I did that again. But still, maybe it seems like I got lucky. Maybe it's not like I did some technique that was mad. I don't know. What was your whole experience with that?
I clearly didn't have the technique correct, but I tried it 10 times. I got refunded the first 10 times that I tried to get something. And then finally I was just like, you know what? I'm just going for one. I'm just going to get one. And I did get one. And I didn't know if I was going to get, like you said, it literally took 5 minutes. And then 2 days later, I think they did that kind of reset thing and gave everyone one more chance. And I got one more. So yeah, I ended up with a whopping 2. Yeah. Which I'm happy, honestly. It's enough to play the game with, so it's all good.
Well, I mean, they messed up. I mean, and that's part of the reason. Let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, they clearly messed up. I got lucky, right? I mean, maybe it was a strategy that I was using. Maybe I got lucky. I mean, so many people said, no, I was taking my time. I did this. I tried everything. I'll tell you, I couldn't even find where to buy the packs, right? When it let me into the lobby, I was like, oh, I got to scroll down, right? So there was a lot of little things that anybody could have messed up. But I'll tell you this, the fact that people actually paid for these NFTs and then got refunded, that right there is the fact that they messed up. If the money left your wallet and they had to refund you, that's the biggest problem, in my opinion. A lot of problems, but that's the biggest problem. That one's a big, big, big no-no. And the fact that they didn't put a limit on how many lions you could get, that was a problem. Now, we're sitting here, and we're frustrated, but we're still eager. We're still excited. I'm not selling my lion, guys. I'm a diamond hander on the lion. I still believe in the game, crypto.com for life, right? But I think they're waiting to give more news, and we're waiting on that news because they're trying to figure out what kind of narrative to put together to this. Do you think they're going to come out and tell the truth? Or do you think they're going to put together some apology and like not get to the facts? They say they're going to come out with the facts. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I will say one thing. The community manager Shane, I do trust him. So I don't think he is going to lie to us, even if they tell him to try to say something else. I think he will tell the truth. But yeah, that was a whole debacle that whole mint, and yeah, I don't think they're going to though.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, great point about Shane. So you're in the Loaded Lions Discord, right?
Heck yeah, yep.
Yeah. So that's a great. Anybody out there, by the way, if you guys are not a part of the Loaded Lion Discord and you have a Loaded Lion, please, guys, do yourself a favor. Figure out how to get into that Loaded Lion Discord. If you go in there and you mess with Shane, you will figure it out, and he will help you out. He's really awesome. And a little more about Shane. So last week he came out and gave an announcement in that Discord, and I'm sure you saw it. And I talked a little bit about it on my channel, and maybe you even tweeted it out, but he was coming out saying there's an announcement coming soon to address the concerns that the community has about the mint for the land sale, and more announcements about the land. Then just today, a week later, still no announcement, but another quasi-announcement that there's an announcement coming, he said now in January. So to your point, I don't think they're going to come out and speak prematurely here. Shane's not saying anything until he has a real something to say, I think. So I agree with you. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if I want to get another lion. I just probably want to buy some more ETH and CRO, and I think I'm not going to buy any bonk personally, like any of that. But yeah, no, but we'll be looking to see what kind of news comes out. So let me ask you this: what other NFT projects in CRONOS are you looking at? I mean, thinking that metaverse and NFTs are the future, and this is going to be a big, maybe not the entire future of crypto, but a big part of what crypto is and brings to the table. What other projects are you looking at, whether it's on CRONOS or not?
Yeah, no, and I'm a big NFT guy. I've been for a while. I remember the CRONOS mint back in January of 2021, and that one kind of had a hiccup too. Crosmodev came in from the Crosmonaut team, saved the day, and a lot of them have hiccups, but it's all good. I just got a Gangverse NFT. Big fan of that. That's pretty cool. The floor price is holding pretty good. If you're into metaverse, I know cryptocom has got their thing going, but the CRONOS verse on CRONOS also already a working metaverse there.
It's working.
Yeah, I mean, you do need a dedicated graphics card, but that's really the only requirement that you need. And then you can get a plot of land and you can create a house. You can hang your NFTs on the walls just like any other metaverse, I guess. But
very cool.
So yeah, that works. And
you heard it here, guys. That's a golden nugget from Golden Pony right here. Let me ask you. So you have a PC? Do you have a Windows computer?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think, because I looked into this and I have a Mac. I don't think the Mac users can use it yet, but I know they're coming out with it.
No, I think you're actually.
Yeah, but so Mac users, we have a tough time in life. We always get we always get the last thing. Black C hates the Mac. He doesn't like that I got a Mac. And you know what? Frankly, like I kind of wish I had a PC at this point. But maybe we'll wait until the crypto bull market to kind of switch that out. But very cool. So do you like the game? Is it cool? What can you do? What can you give us a little bit about your experience in the CRONOS verse? We talked about it on the channel a little bit. I didn't know that it was a fully working product yet, but that's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it works if you have a graphics card, and that's the main thing. So, but there's videos on YouTube right now of it, and I like CRONOS Chim Club. That's another one. I got one of those. I have a lot of NFTs.
Cool.
So.
Now I saw you had the Crosmonauts too. I kind of saw you tweet about it, and then I was like, Crosmonauts? What are Crosmonauts? And I looked into it, and I was like, Crosmonauts. I'm gonna get myself I got a Crosmonaut, and that little asteroid blaster game is kind of cool.
Yeah, shooter. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking at what other ones are you looking at? Are you looking at like Board Candy? Do you have like a top 3 right now, or what are your thoughts on some of these projects?
Yeah, there's a lot of hype around Board Candy right now. I haven't got into it yet, but I saw that you got into it, so I'm just gonna watch your videos on that for now. But There's a lot of hype behind that one.
I dabbled. So this is the way that I see it, and I'm newer to the NFT space, and so right now I've got my lion. I like to call the loaded lion like the crypto punk of crypto.com. All right, I think that's a fair. It's like the biggest NFT for the crypto.com NFT platform. Now you talk about like the CRONOS ecosystem. I mean, the VVS miner moles are huge right now.
Seems one of them too.
Did you play the game?
Yeah. That was my last video I actually just put out about how to actually play the game. So, yeah, it's all right. The game's okay. It's kind of basic, but it's kind of fun.
You know what? Hold on. Aren't you like the guy on the website for them?
No, that's on Cosmos Shooter, I think.
That is. So in case you didn't know, for the Cosmos Shooter, your boy Gold Pony right here next to me, he's actually the guy that does the example for the actual. When you go into the DApp and you look at the website, you're going to see Gold Pony. He's famous, guys. But yeah, I really think, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of hype around Board Candy. I saw a little hype around Cosmonauts. So what I'm doing, and I'm learning about this NFT ecosystem on the fly, CroFam. But what I've noticed is it's all about the community, right? I mean, you look at some Solana, love it or hate it, there is a strong community. These people that love Solana, they're so passionate about it. So what Black Sea and I talk about a lot is we need some of that going on in the CRONOS ecosystem with the CroFam. And I think that's starting. I think the hashtag CroFam is so big on Twitter. You're doing a great job of tweeting it out. Anytime it's trending, you're putting that out there, and it's fantastic because it's true. It's trending. It's getting more popular. And I've seen a lot of people talking about Board Candy. And it's basically like Candy Crush. It's just essentially like Candy Crush, and you can earn some CRO, and it's a DEX, and there's rewards. And you can, just like the VVS miner moles, if you have more moles, you get more rewards. You can earn more. So it's pretty neat. But I guess the biggest thing about that one is that it's a community-owned project.
True.
So that's a little bit interesting. But I'll tell you, the concern I have about that one is, how are you vetting some of the tokens that come in? Because there's a lower threshold for some of the projects that come into that. And so I was talking about that on one of my videos. So we'll kind of have to see. I'm not coming out here, folks, and saying go buy Board Candy. And I'm not even saying go buy Cosmonauts, even though your boy Gold Pony did a fantastic video where you can learn all about it, and it is very cool. And I'm telling you guys, do your research, right? We got to do our research, and we got to learn more about these, because the CroFam is getting stronger than ever before. You've done a great job of bringing in some of this information about these dApps. I think we just got to keep doing that. But let me ask you this. I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time. We'll do so many more of these, Gold Pony, but we're coming into a new year. We just had a monthly candle close for Bitcoin and for crypto here in December. No Santa rally for the crypto folks out here. We're a little sad that we didn't get that Santa rally. But looking at 2023, short-term, mid-term, long-term outlook, how you feeling for CRONOS? How you feeling for the price action on Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, it all still follows the Bitcoin halving cycle until it's proven differently. So this is going to be an up year. It might not be a crazy up year. It might be pretty sideways for most of the year. But if you're following that Bitcoin halving cycle, it should be a new all-time high by late 2024, and then maybe the true top early 2025. I'm thinking. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. And don't let anybody sell shame you guys, because if you don't sell the top, it's just gonna. I remember making a video when CRO was at 90-something cents, and I was warning people. I was like, you got to take some profits here, because it's gonna come back down to 10 cents. You know how much hate I got in the comments there by saying it's gonna get to 10 cents, and now it's at 5 cents. So I was wrong. So,
I believe it.
That's what I'm saying, because if it doesn't mean you don't believe in the project, it just means you want to sell at the top, keep that money for for yourself, so you can reaccumulate back into it when it hits the bottom. That's the way the game works, because it operates off the Bitcoin halving cycle. That's just the way it works.
Totally agree. I think the whole asset class goes off of Bitcoin. It's all about Bitcoin, folks, and that's a great point. And let me make this point too. Tectonic is one of the biggest projects, one of the biggest dApps on CRONOS right now. It's the second biggest dApp on CRONOS. It's a lending and borrowing protocol. Today, the price of Tectonic token, I know you saw Gold Pony, it was flying high, man. It's up like 100% almost, I think, at one point today. It was up. And I went on a live stream, and I saw you hopped into live. Folks, the Crypto Report live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, 5:30 Central Standard Time. Your boy Gold Pony hopped in there into the chat. We're growing the community, folks, together. And we'll be doing more collabs with Gold Pony and maybe even get Satoshi Aoki back here to talk a little more Chronos. But we saw the Tectonic fly up today. And to your point, don't let anybody sell shame you. I said in my video earlier today, hey, Tectonic went up 100%. It would be reasonable to consider taking some profits. But why would I say that? Well, we're trading sideways still in Bitcoin. And we still might even trade down potentially, right? You see all the FUD. I mean, there's still potentially one more leg down in this market. So we'll have to see. I'm not saying we're going lower. I'm saying we could. But not a bad thing to take profits, guys, because at the end of the day, if you take profit at 50 cent, 70 cent, 80 cent, $1, 20 cent, and you think it's going to $2, but it never goes to $2, well, congratulations. No, you didn't sell that. Maybe you didn't sell it at $1.70 if that's the top, but you sold it at $1.20. You sold it at, you made a lot of money. So it's a game of kind of greed versus profit taking, I guess, at the end of the day. But so I'll ask you this, I guess, on the high end price, what do you think? I mean, I don't want to put you on this. Don't hold them to it, guys. But we love this on the channel. We love to talk. What's the highest price you think maybe in the next bull run, if everything goes right, we could see out of CRO?
All right, but let me start by saying this is not financial advice. If CRO's definitely, okay, I shouldn't say definitely. I think CRO is going to at least hit $1. And I think Bitcoin might hit 100,000. So if it's 30% more than it was before, give CRO another 30%, maybe $1.30. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Just a guess.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. I think $1 is no problem. I really do. Not financial advice, guys. We don't know what's going to happen, but I feel really good about $1. And we've talked about some of the tokenomics. Talk about market cap of Binance. What I like to look at is if you look at the users on Binance. So Binance has like 120 million users. And CRO, or Crypto.com, has like 70 million users. Half as many users. Does that mean it's half as valuable? Probably not the most accurate metric, but maybe there's something to that. Could CRO be half the market cap of Binance? If that happens, then you're talking about a really expensive CRO. At $3, $4 CRO, maybe, but I'm looking, I'll tell you guys, I am looking to take profit when we're at that 60, 80%, $1, $1.20, $1.50, whatever, on the way up. I call it tranches. It's, take what? 2% of your portfolio and sell it. 2% set, 5% set, whatever it is, come up with a plan and come up with a profit-taking strategy, folks, because I want you to make money, folks. We want this crypto community to make money. Gold Pony, man. It's so good to have you on the channel. Really pleasure. Love to do more of these with you. Maybe even have you on a live stream or two in the future. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys do check out Gold Pony's YouTube channel. We'll put that in the description for you down below. Check out his Twitter. He's very active on Twitter. He will give you guys great updates on Twitter as well. Parting words for the community, Gold Pony. What do you got? What's the word of the week?
I appreciate you having me on the channel. I want to say that to start. And I think what will really get CRO taken off, because there's got to be something to boost it, is the exchange coming to the U.S. I remember Shane saying that their most profitable kind of thing going on with them was the exchange. And I'm thinking to myself, we don't have that in the U.S. here yet. So once that happens, I think they can use that to really push the CRO price a lot higher if they wanted to. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm excited for it. I don't know when it's coming, but it is coming. They have said it's coming. So make sure you're subscribed to the Crypto Report, everyone. And thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated to have you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Gold Pony, thanks for joining us. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Cryptokip. Don't forget to smash up the like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And as always, you got to remember, folks, to DCA, HODL, a Gold Pony, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.